What's good, y'all? How y'all been, man? If you're new to the channel, my name is Narelle. I talk about deep topics, just relatable things, and I just want to create this channel to be a safe space for those who want to talk about their problems, need advice, or anything, talk about Jesus, you know. I just want to be able to create a free judgmental zone. But lately, bro, I know I haven't been consistent as I should. And, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I can be a hypocrite at times. And if you wondering what's this is my blanket. I like wearing this. Nothing wrong. I just feel comfortable wearing this at this time because it's cold right now. Not in the house, but I definitely ain't been uploading as I should. And when I don't get the progress I want, I can't be mad at nobody but myself. When I don't get too many people watching these videos, when I upload this, I can't be mad at that because I'm not putting in as much work. So I gotta look at the things I'm doing compared to the work I should be putting in. And me, bro, it's just like deep down, I wanna feel loved. I truly wanna feel important to somebody, and I catch myself wanting validation sometimes in this life, and I really have to seek my help from God. I really have to seek my validation from God only, because if not, I'll get caught up in trying to impress the world, live for the world, and that's not the goal. If you watching this, Jesus is all you need. And every day, bro, I'm trying, reading my word, and it's just like the more you pray, bro, the more you try to strive for Christ, the harder you get fought against, and it's hard, you know. It's hard being around negativity and not wanting to, become that old person you used to be. And I feel like it's so easy to join in the negativity than stand out and do the right thing. Because the only way you can truly honor God is by living right. No matter how many Bible verses you read, no matter how many times you go to church, you still have an obligation to live right, to do the right thing at all times. He's not expecting you to be just a perfect person because he know we're going to fall short, but he does expect for us to continue to seek him in everything we do and to continue to try daily. But me, sometimes cause I'm gonna speak about myself, cause I keep it real with y'all. I get caught up in distractions, and it's a thing where you pray for God for something, right? And then you finally get that thing, and then you get caught up with the distractions that come with that thing to knock you off track. And if y'all ever noticed, whenever you pray for something, here comes a distraction that was not there before you got what you prayed for, But that distraction is sent to knock off everything you got that God has given you because you prayed for it. And, it was a time for you to receive it. But, overall in this video, I just want to be honest with y'all, bro, Can I just get some honest people in the comments, Let me know. But, lately, bro, I just been really trying to hang on, bro, like, I just been really trying to hang on because I don't vent to nobody. I don't tell nobody. I pray. I try to show up strong, and I'm learning to put my problems in God's hands. Stop carrying all of these burdens. Because us men, we have a tendency of crying alone. We cry in the dark, or sometimes we cry on our way home from work, just because of the weight we're carrying and just from trying to be strong all the time. And we don't have nobody we feel comfortable talking to or venting to or just being honest about how we feel about life in general. It's a lot of strong men who are tired nowadays. The desires and the money, it just become meaningless. And lately, like for me, I've been working, about to finish school this week. I'm finally about to graduate. I got this test coming up, and honestly, I didn't prepare for it, even though I had more than enough time to prepare for it. But I just been getting caught up and just wanting to relax and feel alive, you know? Because honestly, being in the pursuit of money can be draining, because it's like your whole day revolve around making more money, making more money. But then you gotta ask yourself, when will it be enough? You know? I wanna walk in purpose. I wanna become the man God created me to be. I don't wanna chase money all the time and just to show people I was able to do it, or just to show females that they should never left me or did whatever they did to me, you know? And I'm just truly trying to be honest with myself in this season of my life and not lie to myself, and truly ask myself, why do you want this? And what's the root of this, you know? What's the real reason on why you're doing this? You know, what do you really want to get out of this? You know? And no, I'm just being real with y'all about how things been lately. You know, I just been really trying to get myself together mentally, and just learning how to thank God in the storm, learning how to thank God when I don't have everything I want. I've been trying to learn how to thank God when I'm not where I want to be. I've been trying to learn how to thank God when things seem like it's not going to get any better, you know, and I got to keep going. I mean, I don't have no other choice, you know. I got to keep going. I got to stay strong. But I don't have to carry the burdens, you know. I could definitely hand them over to God and let him do the weightlifting, because, you know, it's nothing too impossible for him. And that's where I go wrong at. I be wanting to be in control of everything. I be wanting to see how it's going to turn out. I be wanting to see if it's going to go right or left. But now I'm at a point where I just have to trust God. No matter how it look, no matter how it seem, I just have to trust him. And it may have to be like that for you too. You may have to just let go of all your worries, let go of the bills, just pray and tell God, Lord, it's in your hands, you know. I'm placing this relationship, you know, or I'm placing this person or my job, you know. You just have to say, Lord, I'm placing all of this in your hands, you know. And bro, I just, you know, I gotta get better at being the first example of it, you know. Because I tell you on this channel, it's a lot of things that's easier said than done. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it, you know. But the things that aren't easy, everybody don't do. And the things that take time, everybody don't want to do it, you know, because it take time. But the things that take time are worth doing. And I've been really like also trying to change my perspective about, you know, how I feel about myself, you know, because, you know, as a young man, you could feel insecure sometimes. Sometimes you didn't get that validation from the people you needed, or sometimes you may have that inner doubt that was always there as a kid because you grew up around that negativity, and now as you get older, you're trying to grow out of bad habits. You're trying to grow out of that negativity and speak life into yourself and be fully accountable of how your life is going, and to redirect it in a better route. You know, this is just like a little update on me about how I've been. You know, I truly appreciate y'all, bro. The ones that be commenting, you know, asking me, how are you? You know, just little stuff like that, bro. It really does matter, you know, because it could be 0 comments, but I truly appreciate those people who watch these videos and just really are here for me, bro. You know, these matter. This really matter more than you know. You know, and I know this channel is gonna go far, and I just wanna let y'all know before I get off here, whatever is worth doing is not easy. And whatever is not worth doing is easy. You know, making these videos are not easy because I have to like plan, and then I have to, you know, be honest with myself. Narelle, are you doing the things you're telling, these people? Are you being honest with yourself? Are you doing this for money? Are you doing this for views, And I really just be trying to be honest with myself. I want to be a partaker of the things I say. I want to be an example. So once again, I truly appreciate y'all. This is just an update on me. I love y'all, bro. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video and see y'all.